Welcome back to another episode of Road to Glory featuring Jon McConnell, the starting quarterback in Minnesota. As always, if you enjoy these episodes, do me a favor, leave a little thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. We are on the road to 300,000 subscribers and getting there every day a little bit quicker. But we've got a little thing popping up here. I've got time this week if you want to get extra reps in. Anything you want to work on specifically. This is from our offensive coordinator. And I honestly think probably throwing over the middle. Like, I would like our medium accuracy to be better. It's like a 78 or so. It should be better. So let's work on our intermediate stuff. That's actually going to help us out because we get +5 medium throw accuracy for our upcoming game. That is significant. Now, our classmate hits us up, also does not like showing her forehead, and says, "Hey, Jon, we're going to a party off campus this week. Want to join? Don't you have that lab, though?" You know, I know a lot about Jon McConnell. He's skipping that lab. He's going to the party. So your brand has received a small bump and you gain 250 extra followers. Anything for the gram. In terms of what Jon's got to focus on this week, he's got an exam in a couple of weeks. His leadership's in a pretty good spot. We can actually get it up to high. Let's see. I actually want to work on training would cost 2 points. We'd have a little bit of wear and tear for the game. So I don't want to do that just yet. I'm going to try to do this. We'll put our leadership up to high. And we're going to focus the rest on our exam. We're going to be in a really good spot, I think, GPA-wise and leadership-wise, but I really want to get clear-headed, which protects us from composure loss. And then I'm going to start working on our training because I want to make sure that we can get our guy up pretty quick. Jon McConnell and company are ready to get things going. His second game as a starter, third game being a part of this team. But we know what happened when Jon McConnell wasn't starting. They lost. That's not going to happen anymore, okay? We believe in Jon. He's playing Nevada today, and they are 1-2 on the year, which means they're not as good as us. And Jon's coming out here ready to get things going. He's going to send Jackson actually on a deep route here because that safety's a little bit tighter in the box than maybe he thought he was going to be. And he, honestly, YOLO. When in doubt, throw it to X. All right, all of our good luck was probably used on that play as Jon throws a dot to his receiver to make sure we get that first down. And we're inside the red zone already. You love to see it. Spencer line up in the slot here. Jon's going to go ahead and give him a little jet touch pass. What can the young fella do? He's got daylight in front of him, but he runs into the only defender in front of him, but he gets in the end zone. Our first passing touchdown of the game. No turnovers today, baby. Jon's back out here after a great little touchdown drive. Hits him with a little play action. Jon not loving what he's seeing here. He's going to send his guy up. Jon's going to pick it up on his legs. A nice little 8-yard gain. Second and short, McConnell ready to go. Throws one and just gets absolutely killed on that play. 3rd and 2, they're going back to a play that worked for him for a touchdown previously. Spencer takes the end around, not getting the blocking knees, but they do say he gets the first. This Minnesota team is really finding their footing a little bit. I think with, they had a starting quarterback that couldn't get him a W, but McConnell says, "I'm out here getting the W's for you," and touchdowns at that. McConnell back in shoddy. Going with the play action. He's got a guy, overthrown, and that is going to be a completion to the wrong team. A big interception for Nevada. And their man is still up until he's finally forced out of bounds, and McConnell has got to be less risky. Okay, so maybe we said no turnovers today, and Jon McConnell happens to already have one, but it's fine. Everything will be okay. Put a man in motion, trying to get him a bite. This one is a dot, and we're going to see number 10 get that one inside the 10. Jon here on 1st and goal. Checks back, finds his guy inside the 5. And the interception, obviously a little scary, but they are able to get the ball back. Jon's got his team back inside the 5. And this run is going to keep him pretty much in that same territory. Crucial 3rd and goal right now for McConnell and the company. Jon, though, sees some daylight, goes up the middle, and he gets his first rushing touchdown of his career. And you love to see it from the franchise quarterback. The Heisman pose. A lot of controversy being stirred up by Jon McConnell throwing the Heisman pose up after his second touchdown of the game. 1 rushing, 1 passing. But a dude that's confident, you got to love that. And little jet sweep is going to go or jet touch pass goes for a nice first down as well. The first quarter is kind of winding down. McConnell already over 100 yards passing, 1 touchdown through the air, 1 touchdown on the ground, the interception, which we don't obviously care for, but a great run by his starting running back. Jon out here again is going to hand it off to his running back, who he probably should have kept it because Taylor had nowhere to go. 2nd down and 12, Spencer sliding over. McConnell sees his guy, dumps one a little underthrown there, and Taylor is able to get a little bit to make it 3rd and manageable. McConnell here in 3rd and 5. Sees the pressure, gets it to Taylor, but nowhere really to go. 1 yard, but it's not enough. Field goal unit's got to be the one coming up. Nevada continues to struggle, but they do have a fantastic punt. Maybe their head coach shouldn't have ghosted GGB in the DMs, and he wouldn't be losing to Jon McConnell right now. But anyways, Jon McConnell's going to hand this one off to Taylor, who's going to get him a couple of yards of breathing room. The young fella's moving. This could be a 99-yard touchdown. Jon McConnell says, "Hold on, I'll catch up to you." But it is too late as Darius Taylor goes straight to the house. showing that head coach in Nevada that he should have responded to his DMs. Minnesota up to a massive, huge lead here, and Jon McConnell has to throw that one away as there's nobody to throw it to. First half winding down, Minnesota absolutely in command. This might be something where Max Brosmer actually gets an opportunity to play because we're winning that much. Nevada has the absolute craziness of the box stack, and Jon McConnell is going to keep it moving. He goes the opposite way they were expecting. McConnell running out of gas, and he's out of bounds. What a run. McConnell is absolutely gassed after that run. He says, Coach, I don't want to do anything right now. Just let me pass it quick. So do not let this man get hit at all costs. Quick pass to his tight end, and that one's going to be incomplete. Second down, 10 yards to go. McConnell is going to go down, unfortunately. Huge play by Nevada's defense. McConnell, again, still pretty strapped for energy at the moment. Oh, an underthrown ball by about 15 yards. That one, again, the energy is impacting him. We're lucky that doesn't be a turnover. Deep in their own territory again. If there's one thing that Nevada has done well today, it is their special teams. It has been on point, and an absolute great throw by McConnell to get him down about the 35. Keeping it moving almost to midfield. McConnell is going to find his guy in a comeback route for a nice first down. Oh, they say he's actually short. McConnell again making a couple of adjustments here. Check down underneath. He's got his tight end, and that should be dropped. Oh, no. So as good as McConnell is actually playing despite that one turnover earlier, his teammates definitely dropping the football. It's not helping him. And then McConnell rushes one, and now it's 4th and inches from midfield. Nevada is going to end up scoring before the end of the first half, and so we're going to sit here with about 12 seconds left and just say, you know what? We're going to fake a little jet touch pass. We're going to go ahead and let Darius Taylor run the football, and we're going to go into halftime with a nice little lead. So after a really good first half that, again, we let Nevada score there at the end, we are back and ready to try to get some more points on the board. Beautiful pass here. We'll take that almost first. Connell out here. Beautiful little screenplay set up. And the tight end's got room to work. He picks it up all the way down to the 40. Here we go with McConnell. Nice little handoff. Ooh, Taylor gets absolutely pushed back for a loss of 3. After a loss of 3, McConnell back out here to a nice little, oh, he's in trouble. He's just throwing it. That was the worst decision he could have possibly made. That goes straight to 2 different defenders. McConnell looking for his first tackle. He's not going to get it. He forces him out of bounds, but what a terrible decision by Jon. After what was one of the worst throws we've seen in college football history, the coach said, you know what, we're going to go ahead and run on this next play because Nevada does score 3 points. They got the lead to 14, and again, we need to see some offense from this Minnesota team. Connell here in a little 2nd and 6. He's got an opportunity, and that's a dot thrown over there to the sideline. 1st and 10. This ball's going to go off to Taylor, who's got plenty of room here. This could be a house call. Can he get there? Not the fastest running back in the nation, but is it enough? It is, and he goes straight to the house on the RPO. Third quarter's winding down a 21-point lead. It's kind of a situation where we don't really want to get Brosmer back in the game because if he comes in, he has a chance to chip away at this, lead we have. The fourth quarter's here, a 21-point lead, and it's time just to go ahead and shine with McConnell putting a man in motion. Darius Taylor having a heck of a ball game. He's got to be, if not at 200, maybe just shy of 200. He's having a heck of a game. Connell under center, little 3rd and 8. Sets his feet, sees the target, and throws an absolute strike to his guy to get the first. Taylor get another handoff here. If he can get past the front, he could be gone, but he only gets about 3. Connell feeling pretty good. He's going to go ahead and keep this one. The man's got some boogie to him, and he gets out there for about 8. Big 3rd down is short. McConnell's guy out there. The safety plays on that. Amazing. And that could have been a touchdown, but the safety made a heck of a play. Back with the ball, Minnesota is finding themselves at a 14-point lead because Nevada, they're sticking. Well, 2nd and 7. Not a great run there for Taylor. Needing a little bit of a miracle here for a first down. And McConnell probably should have kept running on that one, could have had it, but a 4th and 11 means Nevada's still in this game. And Nevada kind of does the unthinkable here. They've cut this lead to 7 points. There's 2 minutes left. We need a couple of first downs to get out of here. 2nd down, 8 to go. Nevada stacking the line, but Darius Taylor is fighting for his bread, and they say he's just short. They use their 2nd timeout. Big-time players make big-time plays, and Jon McConnell's got an opportunity here. He's going to try to keep it, and he can't. They get to him, and Nevada could tie this game up. The good news is, though, for Minnesota, the defense does their job. McConnell's going to do the victory formation for the 2nd straight week. Minnesota walks out of here with a W. McConnell starts, they win. I'm not saying it's pretty, but a W is a W. You love to see it. McConnell ends up 14 for 24 for the game, 226 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. So not really loving his stat line. On the ground, we're going to see Darius Taylor ball out for a $187 and 2 tutties. McConnell got a touchdown himself. And then receiving, it was really Spencer getting 4 grabs, but Mr. Daniel Jackson, 3 grabs, 106 yards, didn't get in the house. Only guy that caught a touchdown today was Spencer, but McConnell's had some really good moments. But again, the turnovers are what's hurting him the most. See if he can do better in the next game. After the game, the defensive tackle comes up, says, anyone told you about NIL deals? You can get different kinds of local, regional, or national deals depending on tons of factors, but mainly your brand and how big the school is. Compensation is side of those factors as well. So those deals you might get early on could just be okay, but they'll get better as you get older. Just an FYI, not every deal is worth your time. That's good to know. I think we give a polite answer here because that's really helpful for our teammate to help us out like that. And then the lady that does not want to show her forehead, Karen Jones, our academic advisor, says you have one of your first big tests of the year in entomology coming up this week. I suggest coming in a few times this week. We can assist you in your studies. I think we study moderately because I want that 3.7 so that senior year we ain't got to do any homework at all. Ooh, and this is going to be a big game. This is going to be a rivalry game with Iowa. They are 0-3. Probably their offense isn't good like it hasn't been in real life. We've got a nice little opportunity here to put our stamp in Minnesota. Now, again, we've done some things. We don't really have a ton that we can really do. We should probably focus on a little bit of the local hero stuff. That'll help us out. This is actually the 3rd week. And then I think we're going to do that. Actually, oh, that impacts your studying when you do that. I wasn't paying attention to that. So we're going to focus on getting that back up. And we can't do any more for this week on that. Our exam is in 4 weeks. So I think we're in a pretty good spot there. And then I feel like we've been doing good in the games. I'm going to do a little bit, or we don't have enough for training, sorry. I'm going to do actually leadership then at this point. So that doesn't really impact our GPA. And we're in a good spot. I like where we are from a leadership perspective. Jon McConnell in his first. Oh, look at this. It's a yellow. Everybody's rocking yellow for the rivalry game. You love to see it. Jon McConnell's got to show out now. McConnell here in a little 2nd and 7. He's got a guy, overthrew him a little bit, but he's going to catch that one. He's off to the races. Does he have enough? He does, and the Iowa defense catches him, but not before he gets 40 yards. This Minnesota crowd is already hyped the way this game is going. Jon McConnell is going to throw one, but that one's dislodged at the line of scrimmage. McConnell out here. Safety blitzes. He likes his chances. He floats one up. His guy's there. The other safety can't get there in time, and McConnell's got the touchdown. The good news right now that we have is that Iowa's offense not really exactly all that great. So as long as we're putting up points, we should be in a pretty good situation. And Darius Taylor coming off 180 plus yards last week should be a guy we lean on. Kyle here in shotgun. He's kind of fielding right now. He's in rhythm a little bit, but this ball's only going to get his guy about a yard. This drive could be really quick right now. It's already 3rd down. Not a ton to love. McConnell, though, finds his tight end for an open little gain off the drag. Darius Taylor, only a couple of runs so far. Still looking for a big break here, and he's got an opportunity to try to get to the edge. He gets hit, and they're going to get him after about 6. Little 2nd and 4 here for McConnell. Sees his guy. What a beautiful RPO getting his guy on the slant. The play calling by Minnesota has been absolutely phenomenal right now. The band is playing nonstop because they know this team is poised to get into the end zone as long as they can keep control of this rock right now. Darius Taylor, though, feels pretty tired, and I can imagine this dude has been all over the football field right now. A little over 5 yards per carry in limited action. McConnell, though, doesn't like what he sees. Not anybody really open, and he goes down. First quarter's winding down. 2nd and so many yards. Don't even want to count him. McConnell immediately gets swarmed. He should have handed that one off, but I was playing great. 3rd down and so many yards. You don't even want to count at this point. Clock is winding down. One of the final plays potentially here. McConnell throws one, and it's in his hands and dropped. It's not a productive drive at all, and Iowa's got to feel pretty good. Iowa's offense kind of stutters out, though, and here's Minnesota back with the rock again, and they give it to that man right there, Darius Taylor, who isn't really finding a ton of success. McConnell looking to get his guy back involved. Taylor again shifting around a little bit, but it's going to be a 3rd and 5. So with this big 3rd down coming up, McConnell throws one, and the pinpoint accuracy on the back shoulder is just beautiful. We're back here to the read option. McConnell's going to take this one, and he's going to get... Oh, no, he fumbles! McConnell had some room and fumbles, unfortunately, and Iowa has got to be hyped right now. If there's one negative you can have on Jon McConnell's start to his career at this point, it's that he just turns the ball over a little bit too much. 4 interceptions already this season, but can we talk about Darius Taylor? What a cut and run. But again, the multiple interceptions, multiple fumbles, it has just not been ball security at the highest level for Jon McConnell. But Minnesota has to hope that he's a freshman, making freshman mistakes, and that he'll ultimately be okay. But at the end of the day, he's got to do more and do better in that regard. 3rd and short has been kind of the Achilles heel right now. for this Minnesota squad. But look at Jon McConnell stretching the field a little bit, getting down there and smartly getting out of bounds after a small hit. Moving closer to the red zone each play. Darius Taylor, his unbelievable ability to stop, pop, and drive down the field is great. 2-minute warnings coming up. Jon McConnell's going to find his tight end for a nice play inside the 10. McConnell's doing a way better job of kind of protecting the football at this point. Not being too risky, finding the guys that are open, and just kind of sticking with that. And the backup running back's going to take this one for maybe a yard. McConnell back out here for a read option. Last time we saw him take one, it didn't end up well. This one is going to end up with him in the end zone. Another rushing touchdown and no turnovers this time. Iowa's offense does something that's kind of unthinkable for them. They actually score a touchdown with their offense. So here we are. Oh, we've got a guy deep. Jon McConnell sees him. Is it an overthrow or is it an absolute dime? It is going to be a dime, but his receiver has to jump for it, and they bring him down to the 17. Williams has been absolutely torching this season. You'd love to see him just keep that up right now. McConnell sees an opportunity to scramble. His receiver kind of slowed down, and McConnell fumbles again. It goes out of bounds, however. 34 seconds right now. This one is close, and it's so close to getting tipped, but that one is going to be another touchdown for Minnesota. You know what time it is. And to put even more pressure right now on Minnesota, the 0-3 Iowa Hawkeyes are going to go out and get a field goal to cut the lead to 1. So we're going to lean on Darius Taylor and hope he can do Darius Taylor things. Connell taking his time here. Go 2nd and 12. Has his receiver, and he finds him for a first down. Back to the play action. It's been really good, but nobody protects McConnell. The left tackle sold. McConnell feeling a little woozy after that hit. He's got to be careful here. He does a little check down on the bubble screen, and that's going to get us really 3 yards. And in what is a very pivotal drive right now for Minnesota is not shaping up to be very good at the moment. Jon McConnell needs to get a first down here to keep this alive, but we got to get points on the board. He's burned him. This is going to be a close chance. Is it enough? It is. He's going to keep going, and that is going to be another Minnesota touchdown. Jon McConnell has nearly 300 passing yards already in this game, and Daniel Jackson has just been on a tear. What a way to prove that if you want to press that man, he's going to absolutely make you pay. McConnell again, adjusting a couple things here at the line of scrimmage, looking to see if he can get his guys involved. Throws one, and Darius Taylor is a grown man. I mean, this dude could be up for the Heisman. Iowa, though, again, has cut the lead to only 5, and it's up to really this offense to keep things going because the defense is struggling. Last play of the third quarter here on 2nd and short. Taylor's going to take the handoff, had an easy route up the middle, but still gets the first down, and we're holding on to a 5-point lead going into the 4th quarter. Look at McConnell, 4 touchdowns, 86.7 completion percentage. This is the Jon McConnell we were hoping to see, and the fans are loving it. 5 minutes left in the game. McConnell knows he's got to be great in this half, or this quarter. Nice pass here to Taylor. Again, the man that makes things happen. He's going to get about 6 yards. 2nd down, short yardage. The pressure is real, and that is a big fella running really fast. So a crucial 3rd and 15. McConnell again trying to figure things out. Daniel Jackson, though, has been a terror in this game. And he continues it as he's back in the end zone. Jon McConnell has stepped up play after play, moment after moment, answered every time his team is needed him to. But Iowa's offense puts more points on the board. And this Minnesota defense is kind of struggling right now. Want to run? Could this go to the house? I mean, even McConnell's trying to throw a block there. And as great as that run after the catch was, it just was all for naught because it really went nowhere for us. McConnell throwing one. It's going to be close, and he gets his feet in bounds. What a snag. McConnell continues the ball out, but we want to make sure this clock is going to keep running right now because Iowa, they're banking on it stopping because that helps them more than anything. Even a field goal in this drive would be incredible. We obviously are aiming for a touchdown, and Taylor has got to be a big part of it, and they stop him short, 3rd and 1. Look at how much they are stacking the box here. This feels like we could be in trouble. He's got to hold the middle, and Taylor is going to get it. Can he hold on to the rock? He does. 2-minute warning is here. Iowa has all 3 of their timeouts. We're almost in decent field goal range, but still got some room to go. This would be a 53-yard field goal if we had to settle for this right now. Man in motion. Taylor, they sent the house. First time out for Iowa. Lining up his single back, trying to spread things out a little bit just to make Iowa stay a little bit more honest. What a pancake block, but we don't really get many yards. Iowa uses their 2nd timeout. Things getting spicy here in 3rd down and 8. McConnell's going to find this guy wide open across the middle of the field. He's going to hold on to the rock, and we're inside the 15. Iowa again, completely out of timeouts here. A little risky running the football, knowing they're going to bank on that. But we want to get Darius Taylor a chance to get back in the end zone. And ladies and gentlemen, he is going to seal the deal. What a run. You love to see it. To make things crazy, Iowa does go down and they end up scoring to cut the lead back to 5 points. But we're going to go ahead and do the best formation in football, our third consecutive game of getting a W via the QB kneel. And Jon McConnell, 3 straight wins in his first rivalry, comes out here to get a W. Daniel Jackson was an absolute stud today. That man was 7 receptions for 200 plus yards. But Jon McConnell was finding guys open every which way. He stood in the pocket, took some crazy hits. But Daniel Jackson, 7 grabs, 236 and 3 touchdowns. What an incredible game all around. Jon McConnell comes out with the best game of his young career. Doesn't turn it over from an interception standpoint. Did have the fumble, but 18 for 20, 412 yards, 4 passing touchdowns. And then on the ground, 11 for 3. Obviously got hit a bunch, fumbled twice today. You hate to see that. But Darius Taylor was a little bit more human today as well. Only getting 1 touchdown and under 100 yards. But Daniel Jackson was that man. 236 through the air, 3 touchdowns. Taylor again got that nasty touchdown that he had as well. And then Williams balled out with 101 yards too. You love to see the ball getting spread around like this, but you love to see even more. Jon McConnell looking like a future Heisman champion. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys on the next one.